How's it going, guys? My name is Dave Palermo, full-time eBay reseller, and my store went from about 16 to 17,000 items a few months ago to now about 2,400 items, and I'm going to be explaining why. All right, guys, so I have been doing eBay seriously for about 3 years now. On the dot, actually, like 2 weeks ago was like my little anniversary when I started this eBay account. But I've been kind of reselling on eBay without this account, another account that I used to have like 8 years ago when I was in high school. I started a long time ago. Then I stopped. I got into different kind of jobs. I went to a trade school and I did a specific job for a while. And then I ended up coming back to eBay once I was a little older and figured, honestly, this is what's best for me. And about in November of last year, 2022, my store was at about 16,000 items at its peak, 16 to 16,800 around there. It was kind of staying there. It was kind of stagnant. A lot of items were selling, a lot of items were getting listed, but it kind of just stayed at about that amount. And I was listing about 160 items a day. I went from about 2,500 items to 16,000 in a span of like 6-7 months. And the reason why I did that jump of growth was because, okay, I'm making this much money with 2,500 items. What if, listing 30, 40 items a day, what would happen if I triple it or quadruple it and just start buying a lot of items and listing a lot of items and getting help, maybe getting a virtual assistant? That's what I did. I went extremely hard, invested a lot of money, buying a lot of product, having a lot of manpower, helping me list all that stuff. And for a while, it works. It still works. But there was a big flaw that happened. The virtual assistant I was using, he's really good, but there was a huge problem going on where a lot of the things weren't getting listed correctly. And that's the thing I'm paying for, right? Probably, I found about 4,000 items in my store that weren't even listed. And if they're $20 average sale price, you guys can do the math. It's a lot of money that's just sitting there. That's not being moved, that's not being listed, and I had no idea for the longest until over time I was just really looking at my store, really going through each box and like, okay, what's going on here? And yeah, went back, found a ton of inventory that wasn't listed, and to make it worse, the inventory that was listed wasn't listed properly. So what I started doing was, okay, I'm gonna delete this, or I found this entire box that wasn't on there, and we relisted it correctly by hand, by myself, looking at the item number and listing it by hand, and me and another person that works for me, and they started flying off the shelf. So we're like, okay, what the hell, So the way the virtual assistant was listing some of them was just not good. They'd do the Google image search and copy whichever one was similar, and they wouldn't sell similar off of the eBay page. They'd do it on a third-party page, start a whole new listing from scratch, and that's not, it works to sell. Like, I still sold a lot of items, like I'm at the peak of that size store. It was like 45,000 a month. Like a ton of money was being made. That's why I didn't really look at it. But if we were listing 160 items a day, but properly by hand, then that'd be probably like 60 to 70,000 a month, honestly, if it was listed correctly. That's how much of a difference it was. Noticing now what we're doing now. And so basically that happened, right? 16,000 items. Now I'm back at 2,500, 2,400 around there. Where I started, kind of took a step back. So what I started doing, I was like, okay, the overhead for this size operation is huge. And just to keep it going, I need this much employees, I need to buy this much product. It's a lot of headache, right? I don't know if I want to do that. So what I decided to do, I've been selling items off my website for a while, like since November, when I decided to kind of make that pivot. But then while I was doing that as well, I decided I'm actually moving cities. So yeah, I'm moving an hour away, an hour closer to where I'm always at, buying product. And just even over there, I'm closer to other areas I would have to drive way further. So it's like, it's a good medium area to live at. Where I live at now, it's like 90,000. The population is like 90,000. Where I'm going, it's like 1.2 million with the surrounding town that's there. So it's a huge difference. Gonna have a lot more things to do with my personal life. I can buy more product, and I think it's just gonna be better over there. Clean slate. This is my hometown. A lot of people move out of their hometown. I did move out of my hometown a while back. Been here for 3 years running this operation. I want to do it somewhere else. I don't have to stay here. My family lives here. My best friend lives here, but 1 hour is not that far. I've lived in Texas before, which is like 18 hours. So it's not going to be that bad, 1 hour away. And yeah, so my operation's smaller right now, but I'm going to bring it back up once I move over there. I'm moving July 1st. It is like June 1st today. So I'm literally going to be moving within this month. So what I'm doing is I'm selling off, well, when I buy product, like right now, I just got a nice little truckload of like 7 tubs full of electronics. And so what I do is I buy, you know, all my stuff, put it in tubs, bring it back here. And I usually just do a deal for everything. I don't pick and choose over there. And what I do is some stuff I put for my website and some stuff I put for eBay, and then I separate it like that. And some stuff I just throw away because I just buy everything, right? Whatever they got, and it's usually a good deal. And then I separate accordingly. And those 7 tubs that I filled up, I got more inside of the truck. Out of those, I'll probably get like 1.5 tubs of stuff for the website. And I've been accumulating them, and here it is. But yeah, and also I've been deleting stuff. Like this thing right here is like 30 bucks, but I just don't want to list them. And this stuff I separated a while back ago already. But yeah, the website's down below if you guys are interested in that. I'll probably run a 20% off coupon if you guys want to buy a bunch. I have like 20 tubs full of stuff like that. And also I already did a deal to sell all these receivers. So the plan of moving, because I haven't made a video in like 20 something days. So I'm going to give you guys a quick little rundown of how I'm going to move everything smoothly and where I'm pretty much I'm on the last stretch of moving out of here. I got some website stuff here. I'm going to stack these and put them on a corner. I already sold everything in that entire rack, everything in this rack, everything in this rack. I got to put on like pallets now, and they're going to come pick it up. But all this is sold. And I sold everything in 3 rows already as well. And then this back wall right here, someone bought everything in here already, and all those tubs under and all this. So it's going to be super easy to move out of here. And then my dad's taking over this warehouse. And then all this right here is where all my 2,400 items are listed right now. I have nothing big listed. I think only these right here. And this is just stuff that I recently barely bought that they're pretty pricey. So yeah, I don't want to get rid of this. I just listed it, you know, but everything else is already sold. All these items right here, or all my items in my store, are pretty much in this one row. And I'm only going to be getting small items right now. And if you follow me for a while now, you already know that I'm going to be moving. Like, I've been talking about this since January 1st. My goal to live in this warehouse for 6 months. It's been 6 months. I'm out of here. I'm trying to dip now. I did my job. I've been living in this little fucking, in this room right here. There's a futon, and I've been just working, selling items, making money, and living here, no rent. So we're already deep in the video. I don't want, you know, people complaining about that. It's just what I've been doing. But yeah, I went full caveman mode for the last six months. It's gonna be 7 once I'm out of here. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna get another warehouse in that town. A warehouse plus a house, like, or an apartment. I have animals and stuff. I don't want to live in an apartment, and the difference between an apartment and a house is literally so minimal. I'd rather just get a house. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a decent sized house with a decent sized garage, 4 bedrooms, 1 bedroom mine, 1 bedroom for YouTube, 1 bedroom for shipping and listing, and another extra bedroom, you know. And the whole garage is basically going to be 4 rows of items. I already have it planned out exactly how I'm going to fit all this perfectly in there. So how you guys see this setup right here, you know, receivers or big stuff in these 2 rows of Costco racks. This one here, and then that back row that has tubs is going to be right here. We already did the measurements of the average size garage. That back wall right here will fit right here of just tubs against the wall. I can pull them out. Boom, boom, boom. It's going to fit perfectly. Pretty much equally spaced out how this is right here, and still have a little bit of space right here to pull out. And yeah, it's going to be pretty cool like that. Basically, this is the garage, 4 rows, and I can fit probably about 7,000 items. 7,000 items. I don't even think I'll get to that many because of the product that I'm just listing. I just know it flies off the shelf. I've been stagnant at about 2,400 items, but I've been selling like almost 1,000 items probably every month and a half or something like that. So, you know, I'm moving pretty quickly. The product I'm moving is just, I just know it's going to move quickly. And then everything else I sell off that just takes a little bit longer. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the plan for the move. That's why I went from 16,000 to 2,500. You don't need a big store to be making a lot of money. I think I got to $40,000 a month as well, or 32,000 at one point with like 4,000 items. It just depends the quality of the items instead of the volume. With the volume, you need extra help, you need extra space, and you need to be buying a lot of product. With what I'm doing now, I'm gonna have less items. I'll probably get to like 5,000 items and kind of stay there and just keep rotating product pretty quickly. And if I were to get just a deal comes across me where it's just a really huge deal and I can't pass up on it, I'll get a little storage unit and I can hold the stuff there, bring it back to the house, list it. A lot of people don't like mixing work with where you live, but I've been living here. I think I could do it in a nicer house, waking up actually in a house. I've been showering at the gym, and I've been on monk mode. Sacrificed a lot. Just a simple fact that when I meet a new girl or something, and I'm like, hey, come to my crib, and I bring her here, she's like, what the fuck is this? So, but I don't care. In the past, I've driven around. I used to daily drive a big, creepy van, and I was moving product on there. I don't care. If she don't like me because of where I live, then she ain't the one, right? Nah, but it's gonna be nice. I'm excited. Just my personal life is gonna be better in a bigger city. I know I haven't been posting, but I feel like with this move, it's like, oh, this guy's just deleting items and not really doing the eBay movement. So I didn't want to post, but this is why. And if you guys are new, consider subscribing. But that's why my store went like that. Hopefully I kind of explained the move or how I'm gonna do this. Like all these things are stuff that I have to list full of items. I'm gonna pull out probably 5 tubs out of the stuff that I just bought, a tub and a half for the website. And I've just been doing like that. Right now, actually this last week, I've been getting a lot more product that's smaller, and I've been listing 90 a day with my worker. 90 a day, about 65 listed directly, and like 25 to the draft. And it's been going pretty good. And this is just like the last push. I'm not gonna be getting any big items right now. I'm not gonna be getting a lot of items like wholesale. I'm just gonna be focused on the smaller stuff for this last stretch. And hopefully it's just a smooth move. I think I can fit everything in one box truck, and that's it. Because all this stuff right here is all wasted space. My dad already started moving stuff in here. My jet skis, just load them up on the truck, and that's pretty much it. All this stuff right here is pretty much, I'm just gonna leave for my dad. This is like shipping supplies and just random stuff here that I don't really want. Just gonna sell that little grill. And I sold, and the thing is as well, my dad does eBay, my buddy Colin does eBay, and my uncle and my cousin do eBay, and they're all my neighbors here. So like the desks, like I already sold it to them. Like it's really easy to sell stuff like this because they're gonna need it. I don't need the extra racks. I used to have an extra racks, if you guys remember, if you follow me from the past. Sold them all immediately to them. Water coolers, fans. It was super easy. I was just like, hey, come over here. Do you want this? Yeah, I'll take it. Sold it to them for a good ass deal. I'm only keeping this desk and that one. And I don't need 2 shipping desks. I'm not gonna be pushing 160 items anymore, right? So basically in one of the rooms at the house, it's gonna be this, and then and all around me right here is gonna be my shipping supplies. It's gonna be a small little room, but I don't need more than that. You know, most people do it out of the house. Why not me? It can be a little more crammed, but the way I've been living in the office over here, I'll be all right, you know? But yeah, guys, follow me for the journey. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say I'm gonna be consistent in this month moving. That'd be a straight up lie. I might record when I'm moving out, like when I'm loading stuff up, I'll put the tripod up, but I'm not gonna be that consistent within this month. YouTube isn't my #1 thing that I focus on. So I'm just kind of, you know, helping people as I can, but my main focus is eBay. My main focus is pushing product on here. So yeah, guys, hopefully I caught up with you guys. I haven't fucking made a video in like 6 months or something. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new, consider subscribing. I'm gonna catch you guys later.